In the early days, there was no distinction between Cherokee and Minchiate. There was just a deck of cards with an added fifth suit of triumphs, and how many triumphs there were, which ones there were, and what order they were in would depend on the game being played and the tradition of the region. So eventually, there was a need for a group of cards that all had the same ranking, and that group became, I think, jokingly known as the Popes. There's nothing papal in these cards, and I don't think they were intended originally as popes. I think that they were imperial cards or imperial images, and there was just an irreverence for the church at the time because of the spending and the wars, and while people were starving all around. So I think that was just kind of a Balinese joke. And because at least one, if not two, of these cards have feminine features, I think that is what developed the tradition of the Pépès. I don't generally associate tarot with the legend of Pope Joan. So that's just my thought. Now, in the 1700s, eventually, I guess patriarchy intensified, so all of these cards became masculine. And I do believe that this card is a masculine figure by intention, but that it is reasonable to also consider this an androgynous or feminine figure. Now, by the 1700s, it would make sense for this to be known as the Grand Duke or a prince. And I have seen older cards where this figure isn't quite as feminine, and she could also have been a prince, depending on the tradition. So those are my thoughts on these cards. They are not necessarily supported by tarot history, but just my curiosity about history.